see things kind of deteriorate heading into Tuesday, becoming more showery at that point. But by Tuesday morning, the snow level does lower right down to about the valley floor, starting out during the day at about 7,500 feet today, then lowering down toward the valley floor as we head in toward tomorrow morning. So some slippery roads are possible out there. We do have some weather alerts to talk about. Not really a big storm system here. It's kind of a spring-like storm system with rain at most elevations to start, then starting to decrease the snow level as we head through into tonight. So as a result, a winter weather advisory in the Sierra for today into tomorrow morning. We also have lake wind advisories today for Tahoe as well as Pyramid, and we have regular old wind advisories for northeastern California, western Nevada, and down into Mono County, California for all those gusty winds that are going to be out there today. Already seeing those gusty winds. We'll see those for today. The best shower chances for most of us tonight into tomorrow. Okay. We'll also see some activity up as early as this afternoon in the upper elevations of the Sierra. Also looking for that snow level to lower by tomorrow morning, so some slick roads are possible for tonight into tomorrow morning.
So no Glenn this morning, so if there's any problem with us, it's going to show.
That's it. So it's a baseball story.
Warmer, drier though, the second half of this week into the weekend. Back over to you.
Hey, Tim, thank you so much for that. Let's go ahead and take a look at what's trending on your Monday morning. A group of Colorado middle school students, they're getting a full education on using guns. The day after a classroom lesson, the whole group here, mostly of sixth graders, went outside to the shooting range and were handed fully loaded weapons. The program is brought to the middle school through the Project Appleseed. And instructor Pete Lessler says, above all, the message is really about safety. Some people, though, not so crazy about it, saying, you know, we're not sure that kids as young as sixth grade should be handling a loaded weapon. Of course, instructors are like, well, we gave instruction ahead of time. Ask your Google Plusers, what do you think about it? Do you think that this class should be taught in school? Like the idea? Not so much. Kate, what do you think about it? You've got kids, and what if the school says, listen, we're going to give a classroom instruction first, and then you're going to take your kids out to a range and do live fire with, of course, a loaded gun. What do you think about it?
Wow, I'm shocked. I mean, you know, again, as a parent, and we're weapons people. We're okay with guns. You know, we're good with it. You know, ex-police military training here, so we're fine. But it's a little young. Maybe high school, maybe as a field trip that kids have to, you know, the parents have to sign on and agree to it first, a select group of kids. But I think that's seriously asking for trouble. Oh, my goodness. It's a split second. Kids have hormones. They get upset. It only takes a second. It could be a big tragedy. So not a good idea, I don't think.
Yeah, maybe an older class. I don't know. Or maybe is this something that should be taught at home first? Kempton, what do you think?
I'm so glad that Kate feels the same. I thought it's just my Canadian sensibility, but hearing Kate, the gun lover, having those concerns, yeah, totally. I mean, those are kids, and split second, they're fooling around. Sure, they can have all the instruction and whatnot, but one kid, hey, they're thinking, oh, okay, you kicked me real hard yesterday. Now, sure, all the instruction, but turn around, live gun, bang, and then shoot a few rounds, and you have a big disaster in school when it should be safe. And doing this at school, yeah, it got me in the wrong way in so many ways.
Yeah, I think it maybe just a few more days of instruction. I think I'd feel a little bit more comfortable with it, not just a day, a week, 2 week, a whole class. Maybe it's something you do at the end of the year. Love to hear what you have to say. Go ahead and post your comments on our Facebook page. Coming up next, seasonal allergies, they're kicking in for millions of Americans now that we are in the first week of spring. We're going to be talking about how you can help yourself out a little bit of that. And speaking of spring, what better way to kick off spring in our area with some fishy new exhibits. That's right, gorgeous and a little strange too at the Discovery Museum. That's coming up in about 15 minutes. Stay with us, everybody. We'll be right back.
So glad I'm not alone in this. And you start first, Kate.
Yeah, like, that was a little ridiculous. That, you know,
it's sixth grade, right? I mean,
cool. Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even high school, you know, but 6th, 7th graders. I mean, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Right, yeah. Right. I mean, you can have all the training to them, but at the end of the day, you don't know what the little minds are thinking.
Exactly.
I mean, right. Someone could have been really stressed out, or like the example that I gave, like what if someone was a really bad bullied kid, and then something happened yesterday? Sure, you can have a week of training before that, but well, that day he has a live gun, he can do something, right? To the classmate right next to him.
You know, if you're a parent, you know, the 7th grade minds, they think that you die and you come back. They don't even have a reality of the finality of it. So yeah,
right.
Bad idea.
Yeah. I'm glad I'm not alone on this. All
right.
I
wonder what Glenn would have said though. Glenn would have probably been all for it. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
All right, honey. All right. I'll see you next time.
Okay. See you next time.
Bye.
Welcome back, everyone. While a lot of folks across the country are celebrating the arrival of spring, seasonal allergies have kicked in for millions of Americans. In fact, more than 60 million Americans suffer from allergies. Think about burning, itchy eyes, noses that won't stop running. That's according to the American Academy of Allergy, Asthma, and Immunology. The website pollen.com tracks pollen counts nationwide. Well, according to the CDC, 1 in 6 Americans get food poisoning every year. Mary Maloney has some tips to keep your stomach safe in today's Health Minute.
The #1 rule in avoiding food poisoning is never leave perishable food at room temperature. As we head into spring, you might be planning a picnic, but remember the danger zone. Bacteria thrives in 40 to 140 degrees Fahrenheit, so bring a cooler. Poultry is the primary culprit when it comes to foodborne illness. Wash your hands when handling raw chicken or turkey. Avoid contaminating surfaces and thoroughly cook your meat. Same thing goes for ground beef, pork, and veal. The process of grinding can mix surface bacteria deep into your meat, so make sure your burger is cooked thoroughly. Basically, avoid any risk of raw meat entering your body. It's also important to rinse all fruits and vegetables. Bacteria on the surface can easily spread inside when cutting or peeling. Finally, when digging into some leftovers, remember to reheat them properly. The food should be steaming hot, and if that takeout has been sitting in the fridge for a week, toss it. Dietitians advise not keeping leftovers more than 3 to 4 days. For today's Health Minute, I'm Mary Maloney.
Well, Apple's spring press conference today is expected to be smaller than in previous years. We're going to tell you why. Plus, March Madness is here, and that means a lot of betting is going on. We're going to tell you how much money the American Gaming Association thinks basketball fans will spend betting on this year's tournament. That's still to come in your consumer news.
No, that's just too bad. No morning fucking boner. Cocksucker. Well, you know, that's what are you going to do? What are you going to do? You know, the fucking little asshole screams, you know. We got nothing to do. We're fucked. We're fucked in a sense. Are you fucking kidding me? I'm not dealing with this shit anymore. That's stupid. That computer over there. That's what I gotta do.
It was a great opportunity.
And that's better. Oh, yeah, that's better. There you go. Yeah. Well, I mean, what can you do? It's just, you know, fuck it. That's what I say. Fuck it. Well, you know, that's what I say. That's what I say. Just fuck it. That'll go up there. That'll go up there. So now, oh my. Ah, yeah. Hot potato, hot potato.
Hello, everybody out there. This is Brock Favors.
Well, there he is. That's the one, the only Brock Favors right there. You filthy American pigs. Yeah, there's the filthy American pigs, of course. The one, the only. Yeah, there it is. Yeah. Checking one. Check.
It was a great opportunity to see the since we met, about a year and a half ago.
Making my balls.
You see inside the new.
You got the boom boom making my balls. You got the boom 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 and licking my balls. Licking my balls.
This weekend, they did authorities.
And a man robs a convenience store in Las Vegas and takes only one thing.
You got the boom boom licking my balls. You got the boom boom licking my balls.
You're watching Mornings on Fox 11, connecting Northern Nevada.
All righty.
Good Monday morning. Thank you for joining us here on Mornings on Fox 11, 8 o'clock, second hour of the show. Hope that you were having a great start to your Monday. Hope that you got some sleep last night. I know I was woken a few times because of the wind. It's going to be another windy one ahead of us, too.
Nice tree next to my bedroom window. Just bang, bang. It's awesome.
I love that. All right, here with us, Tim Studebaker joins us now with a look at our forecast. Hi, Tim.
All right. Well, good morning to you. Yeah, we do have those gusty winds out there. They arrived last night for many of us. Took kind of a break in some of the valley locations during the overnight period, but they are starting to come back. They'll continue through the day today for some gusty conditions. Not as concerned about the temperatures. Yeah, it's a little cooler than average today, but really the big concern is the wind. Southwest winds today, 20 to 35, gusting to 55. There are rain chances as well. They're mostly in the mountains today, so we're going to break things down for you. Scattered Sierra showers today, increasing in coverage and intensity as we head into the afternoon and evening hours, especially the overnight period too. That's the best chance for most of us for moisture during the night tonight. Snow level is at 7,500 feet during the day today in the mountains. Winds are out of the southwest at 20 to 35, gusting to 55, and ridge gusts could get as high as 105. So pretty busy today, even more so tonight. That's when the bulk of the rain and snow will arrive for the mountains, with valley rain and snow showers spilling over into western Nevada. And the snow level eventually lowers. It starts out about 7,500 feet today, but down to the valley floor by the time we get to tomorrow morning. Winds will decrease overnight tonight. Here's a look at your numbers as far as snowfall is concerned. Anywhere from 8 to 14 in the highest elevations of the Sierra, above 8,000 feet. 4 to 8 at the passes, 2 to 4 at lake level, 1 to 2 in the foothills, and 0 to 1 for the valley floors. Not looking like a major snow event, but there is some accumulation in the mountains. Slick roads as a result, so be careful on the roads tonight into tomorrow morning. We'll talk more about the warmer pattern on the way on the 7-day forecast. Back to you.
All right, so thank you. Well, we begin, let me grab a microphone, excuse me. We begin this hour with new information regarding the submerged car found in the Sparks Marina on Friday. A couple visiting from out of town claim that the car was theirs. The walkers say they last saw their car when they handed off their keys to a valet attendant at the GSR after checking in to the hotel that night. Now, the walkers say they didn't realize their car was stolen until they saw footage of it submerged in the marina the next morning on the news. The couple says they watched surveillance footage of a man getting in their car and then picking up several other people before driving off the property. They are currently working with both Sparks and Reno police.
Well, police in Reno responded to reports that someone entered a home in the 1500 block of Locust Street just before 7 o'clock last night. Officials say someone reported seeing people inside of that home. One man and one woman surrendered to police when they arrived on scene. They were placed under arrest. No one was inside the home at the time. We will, of course, keep you posted on any further developments.
We now know the identity of the man who sheriff's officials say caused at least 6 homes to be evacuated locally here on Saturday afternoon. Deputies arrested 42-year-old David Sidley, who they said had 2 explosive devices in his North Sparks garage, located in the 6000 block of Canoe Hills Drive. This after they got reports of suspicious activity in the area. Officers on scene found what a bomb squad later identified as 2 Molotov cocktails in his garage. Sidley was booked into the Washoe County Jail with bail set at $5,000. He faces charges of possessing an explosive device.
Representatives from the Tesla Gigafactory gave Fox 11 a tour of their progress on Friday. The factory broke ground in June of 2014 and has already finished with 14% of their total construction. Now that might not sound like a lot, but the factory has an 800,000 square foot footprint and 1.9 million square feet of operational space. That includes the 4 floors worth of storage. The construction, manufacturing, and hiring process is happening all at the same time. Senator James Settlemyre and other Nevada lawmakers were invited on the tour a few days ago and says he is pleased with where they stand.
It was a great opportunity to see the progress that has been made since we met, about a year and a half ago during a special session. So it was an excellent opportunity. Went back a year and a half ago, you just basically had a vacant lot, to say the least.
Now, although the tour was given to the local media, they allowed very limited filming of the facility. No representatives from the Gigafactory would comment.
Well, the Washoe County DA's office took on public defenders in or on a different court on Sunday. Teams from rival offices played a charity basketball game Sunday afternoon at the Reno Event Center in downtown Reno. The Reno Bighorns hosted the game called the Children's Cancer Classic. It benefits the Nevada Children's Cancer Foundation.
What it allows is us to give funding that is crucial to the Northern Nevada Children's Cancer Foundation to allow them to complete their mission, which is to help families with children receiving treatment for cancer.
Again, all of the proceeds from ticket sales went to the Nevada Children's Cancer Foundation.
Well, turning now to some consumer news on your Monday morning. Apple's spring press conference today is expected to go a little small this year. The headliner is expected to be a smaller version of the iPhone, followed by a smaller version of the iPad Pro. The event will take place at Apple's Cupertino campus, a modest venue that holds fewer reporters and guests than other popular Apple event locations. It all starts at 10 a.m. Pacific time.
Well, it's March Madness, and all the money spent on brackets is adding up to big bucks this year in 2016. The American Gaming Association estimates Americans are betting $9.2 billion with a B dollars on the NCAA tournament and brackets this year. The association says all told, about 40 million Americans filled out about 70 million brackets for the 2016 tournament. The $9.2 billion is a lot more than Americans spend on a lot of other forms of gambling and entertainment. It's more than double the $4.2 billion people spent on sports gambling and betting last year in Nevada, where it's legal. It's more than the $6.6 billion Americans spent last year on Powerball and Mega Million lottery tickets.
Well, Uber is launching cross-border service between Mexico and the U.S. The popular ride-sharing service says Uber Passport allows riders to travel one way from San Diego to Tijuana. Uber officials say they chose those two cities to launch Passport because they are sister communities that are closely linked. San Diego's mayor hailed Uber's decision. Now, as for how much such an Uber trip costs, well, prices begin with a $4 base rate and then 30 cents per minute and $2.35 per mile.
Well, the season means it's time for a new wardrobe change, and our In Style with Isha segment has everything you need to know. That's all coming up after this break. Plus, a baboon goes bananas over a magic trick, and the internet goes bananas over the baboon. Just who wait to see it. It's all in today's Take a Look at This. Mornings on Fox 11. We'll be right back.
And welcome back. Spring has finally sprung. And of course, here to show us some new trends for the season, everything you need to know, is fashion consultant and wardrobe stylist Isha Casagrande. Hi, Isha.
Hi. So spring has sprung, but we're freezing today.
We are freezing today, but
it's a good day to do this.
Needless to say, you look amazing. Love the necklace.
Thank you. Thank you. Isn't it fun?
Love
it's amazing how powerful just a simple well, I guess this isn't too simple, but an
Still,
accessory.
What a statement it makes.
Exactly.
All right. So you've got some kind of basics to get through, some things that's just go ahead and start off with right out of the gate.
Exactly. You know, and anytime there's a season change, it's a really good time to take a look at your wardrobe and kind of make a plan. What new trends are out there? What kind of things do I want to add to my closet? What colors are in right now? Now, I have some models with me today. You're going to see there's not a lot of color because really at a season change is the perfect time to build a wardrobe.
Okay.
So we have Emma is going to come out and show you. Now, this is, hey, the shades of gray is huge even through spring.
Love this dress. So
Isn't this
forgiving.
great? So this is actually 2 pieces. And what's so great about this is now you have 2 pieces that you can mix and match with other things. Great little cami layered up with the little bralettes. That's a huge trend right now. And this skirt is actually the high-low. So it's a little bit longer in the back.
Yeah. With
the sheer material's really big this season too.
Beautiful buttons up the front too.
Yes.
I love that.
And as you can see, gold is in. So you're going to see a lot of gold chains right now, not so much wrapper style, a little bit more on the feminine side.
Yeah.
And then this kind of cognac color is a big trend for spring too. And you notice she's not super matchy.
I was going to say, so the shoes are not matching the purse here.
Well, they can, but they don't have to. You can
Okay.
see this all kind of works together because it's all kind of in the same family.
Yeah, love that.
Thank
Looks
you,
gorgeous.
Emma. So pretty.
All right, who do we have next?
We have Brooke coming out. Now, she is in a version of what I have on. Stripes are very huge right now as well.
Yeah.
I have the dress version on of this. She has these great pants and great little cami. You can see these cami tops are huge. Pockets are wonderful. This is the
Love
softest
pockets.
material. And again, the 2, see, yeah, go ahead. and
So
touch me.
soft.
And you can mix and match these 2, which is so great. You could totally make this casual. Obviously, we've dressed it up a little bit today, but she could put a tank top on with this little t-shirt and flip-flops and be good to go.
Love the purse too.
Fringe
Yes.
is so in still, but you can see that whole boho look is not quite so much in. It's toned down just a little bit now for spring. And this great necklace that she has on too.
Gorgeous.
Thank you, Brooke.
And who do we have next?
And now we have Caitlin. Fabulous Caitlin in another color of the season. Now this is kind of a lilac gray, a little bit darker version of it, which is a big trend. And this is a very flattering color on everyone.
Yeah.
The cognac accessories. Now this dress, but look at it, you could wear it all year long. You could put on
Absolutely.
tights and heels with it, put on a little blazer. It'd be so cute on air on one of you girls.
Absolutely. Whenever you want to float it my way, let me know. And you're going already with the white shoes.
Well, you know, yes,
Yes.
we are, which is funny because these girls did show up today with their white shoes. And, you know, it's time. It's funny how, again, and look at
Already.
she doesn't match, you know, the
Right.
pieces, but they all do work together. So again, it's about building a wardrobe, finding pieces that really can work, mix and match with what you already have, even the accessories. These are all just basic pieces.
All right, gotta ask really quickly. You look gorgeous. Colors for the season coming in. Everybody's already like, hey, what colors do I need? Are we going back to neons? Are we not away from neons? Are we going to the bright colors, more muted?
Some of it's more muted. It's definitely the pastels. The lilac gray is the basic, and then an iced coffee is your basics. But then there's neon colors mixed in.
Yes.
So rose quartz and the baby blue, like powder blue, those are the 2 main colors. So kind of like the baby colors. We know those around here right now, don't we?
They sure are. I'll drink the water at this
Then there is
station.
neon green and like kind of a fiesta, even a little brighter color than you have on. So, but it's again, mixing and matching, looking at what you already have and adding some great pieces.
Those little pops of colors here and there. Ladies, thank you so much. You look beautiful. Isha, you too. Thank you. All right, we're going to toss it on over to Tim with a look at our forecast. Hi, Tim.
All right, well, good morning to you. From spring fashion to winter-like weather, that's what we're dealing with over the next couple of days here. Gusty winds out there for the day today, as well as some shower activity in the Sierra once again. We had a little bit overnight last night. It has dried up for the time being, but it will be back as we head into the second half of today and into the night tonight. Increase in coverage, too, as we head into the night tonight. And that is the best chance for spillover into western Nevada, too, with some rain and snow showers as we go through the overnight. 52 in town right now, 20-mile-per-hour sustained winds out of the southeast, 43% humidity and partly cloudy skies. Temperatures right now starting off on a mild note, 30s, 40s, and 50s, thanks to wind and clouds that we had during the overnight period. Still dealing with the clouds, not as much the rain showers. We had some rain showers during the overnight in the mountains. Another batch is on the way as we head through the second half of today into the night tonight and tomorrow morning too, with an eventually lowering snow level too. About 7,500 feet for the snow level during the first part of the storm during the day today. Then that will start to lower as we go into the night tonight. So past travel could be pretty difficult for the second half of today and tonight. Still showery into your Tuesday, and then things will kind of quiet down for us for the second half of the week. Warmer temperatures and a return to partly cloudy skies or mostly sunny skies once we get to Wednesday and beyond. We do have a winter weather advisory though in place for the day today into the morning tomorrow, and that is for the higher elevations of the Sierra here in purple. Everything else is wind related. Lake wind advisories for Tahoe and Pyramid, wind advisories for western Nevada and northeastern California, and wind advisory in place for the day today down into Mono County. Now we will be dealing with some of that moisture coming through. Most of the chances for many of us, the highest chances in the valley locations will be tonight into tomorrow morning. The snow level does lower down toward the valley floor by tomorrow morning, so some of the foothills, perhaps even a few valley floor locations may see some snow on a few area roadways, but really the bulk of the accumulation will be well up into the mountains. We'll have the numbers for you coming up at 8:30. Until then, just know it's unsettled today and tomorrow with this winter storm system in place, and then things are going to dry up for us and warm up too. 50s by Wednesday in Reno Sparks, 60s by the time we get to your Thursday, and much drier. Over to you.
Well, a high school video project goes global after almost 2,000 students get faculty involved.
That's right, and a viral video of a baboon absolutely losing it over a magic trick will absolutely make your day. Jeremy Roth has it in today's Take a Look at This.
A bizarre car crash in Baltimore resulted in an SUV landing upside down on top of a parked car. Police say it happened after the SUV's driver ran a red light and was hit by another car, which sent the SUV airborne, coming to rest on top of the vehicle. The owner of the parked car got a wake-up call from police.
My first thoughts was, I hope everybody's okay. Then kind of a, how does that happen?
3 people were injured but are expected to recover. A New Jersey high school has become a viral sensation after posting a lip-dub music video online featuring all 1,800 students and the faculty and staff. It started as a project for 2 teenagers at Livingston High, but then snowballed into a massive undertaking that took 21 weeks to plan, but was done in a single take. And video of a baboon being shown a magic trick is making the rounds online, and for good reason. Her reaction is priceless. At first, she seems bored. Yeah, that's great. What? Shut the front door! The primate is positively awestruck by the man's wizardry, and her jaw drops again when the man makes the card reappear. No way! No way! I mean, I get it. Close-up magic makes me go bananas too. For Take a Look at This, I'm Jeremy Roth.
That's my face every time Justin Impossible comes in.
That's my face every time I see donuts. Are those? Yeah.
Donuts or
my
pickle peanut butter sandwiches
Yeah,
as
those
well.
are pretty interesting. Yeah.
Ooh, that's a retro back
I
to last
I
week.
have to rewatch that video.
Yeah,
All
it
right.
never gets old if you keep watching that online. All right, a pair of upcoming movies have their release dates changed, and an Oscar winner hits a milestone.
Yeah, Rick Damigella has that and a lot more in your Hollywood Minute.
Paramount Pictures has changed the release dates of a pair of its forthcoming films. The Hollywood Reporter says the Renee Zellweger drama Same Kind of Different as Me has been pushed back nearly a year from April 29th to February 3rd, 2017. Meanwhile, the limited release of Richard Linklater's Everybody Wants Some is moving up 2 days from April 1st to March 30th.
That is Bruce Wayne.
Ben Affleck says 4 years old is too young to see his new role as Batman. The actor was speaking specifically about his 4-year-old son in an interview with the Associated Press, saying he may, quote, have to con one of the editors into giving me a truncated version of the movie without some of the scarier stuff.
All I had was our boy. And he took him from me, you understand?
The Revenant is nearing a milestone. The Academy Award-winning film made $33 million in China in just 3 days. The movie popped back into the U.S. top 10 this weekend as well, and is less than $17 million away from $500 million at the worldwide box office. In Hollywood, I'm Rick Damigella.
Well, still ahead, we have the interesting story of Chicago White Sox first baseman Adam LaRoche, how he has started a discussion about bringing your kids to work. Stay with us, everyone. We'll be right back.
Welcome back. The weekend was marked by more clashes of GOP presidential events and more backlash over the possibility of contested conventions. Reed Binion reports.
After last week's voting in the Heartland and East Coast, the race for the White House moves westward, with 3 western states holding contests. And this weekend, the West was wild, with violence breaking out. One protester taking a sucker punch that he says landed him in the hospital. And Trump's campaign manager, Corey Lewandowski, caught on camera appearing to grab a protester by the collar. Trump defending Lewandowski in an interview with ABC.
I will give him credit. Spirit. Now, he didn't touch. He wasn't.
Well, the video does show that he touched him. Your private security pulled him, but it does show he grabbed him.
Trump also suggesting that the candidate with the most delegates at the convention should get the nomination, even if it's short of the magic number, 1,237. RNC Chairman Reince Priebus firmly rejecting that idea.
The minority of delegates doesn't rule for the majority. So the majority of voting delegates in our party choose the nominee.
Trump rival John Kasich expressing confidence, saying that a contested convention may be inevitable.
Everybody's got to face the fact that we're going to an open multi-ballot convention. I don't know what's everybody so panicked about this. Everybody needs to take a little chill pill, to tell you the truth.
I'm Reed Binion reporting.
Let's go ahead and take a look at what's trending this morning on Facebook. Well, Chicago White Sox baseman Adam LaRoche is ending his season before it even begins, and it has started quite the discussion about bringing your kids to work. LaRoche informed the team last Tuesday that he intends to retire. This after the team's vice president, Ken Williams, is said to have banned his son from the clubhouse. Now, Williams disputes the claim, but says that his son shouldn't be at the clubhouse, I should say, 100% of the time. 14-year-old Drake LaRoche has traveled with his father for several years, and he'd go there, he'd clean cleats, help pick up baseballs, just help out in general. LaRoche's retirement raises the question, though, how much is too much when it comes to bringing your kids to work, even if your workplace is a baseball stadium? By the way, he passed and retired on a $13 million contract. And again, there are those who are saying that his son was at his place of work, his employment, the stadium, every single day. Now, I'd love to hear what you have to say. Go ahead and post your comments on our Facebook page. Stay with us, everybody. We'll be right back. Well, some of us here at the station thought Saturday was the perfect day to take a dip into Lake Tahoe. We've got the highlights from this year's Polar Plunge coming up.
And tonight's the big night for Wolfpack men's basketball. What's on the line and what to expect in tonight's CBI matchup at Lawler Event Center in Reno.
And we have a cat in need of a forever home. We're going to introduce you to this little fur ball coming up shortly.
You are watching Mornings on Fox with Bill Frankmore, Samantha Boatman, Melissa Carlson, and weather with meteorologist Tim Studebaker. This is Mornings on Fox.
And hey, good Monday morning, everyone. 8:30 now. Welcome to the last half hour and also your second day of spring. But if you've stepped outside this morning, it's pretty gloomy and it really doesn't feel like spring out there.
And that wind was whipping around last night.
Yeah, it was loud, tree branches banging around, loss of sleep, loss of attention this morning, that's for sure, but that's kind of what to expect.
That's what we'll blame it on.
Even today, yeah, exactly. Let's send it over to Tim Studebaker to tell us how much more of that we can expect going on forward. Hey, Tim.
That's right. Yeah, good morning to you. We do have those gusty winds already picking back up in the valleys. They've been out there for much of the overnight period for some of us as well. We'll continue to see those gusty winds today. Southwest 20 to 35, gusting to 55 at times. And it comes with some shower chances, although the shower chances are higher in the mountains. And for all of us, they increase into the night tonight. So that's the best chance tonight into tomorrow. We'll break it all down for you right here. Scattered Sierra showers out there for today, increasing as we head into the later hours of the day and the night tonight. Snow level goes from about 7,500 feet during the daylight hours today down to about the valley floor by tomorrow morning. Winds out of the southwest for many of us, 20 to 35, gusting to 55, and the ridge tops could gust as high as 105 miles per hour today. Now tonight, we do have that Sierra rain and snow picking up across the mountains and also spilling over into the valleys at times. Snow level lowers to the valley floor by tomorrow morning, and the winds will decrease tonight. So how much snow are we getting? It's not a really big storm here. It's moderate, 8 to 14 at the highest elevations. That's because a lot of it does fall as rain for many elevations during the first half of the storm system. 4 to 8 at the passes, all the way down to 0 to 1 for the valleys. Some slick roads possible tonight into tomorrow morning, but a warmer pattern on the way. We'll look at the temperatures on the 7-day. Back to you.
All right, Tim, thank you for that. Well, on this year's last day of winter, participants from around northern Nevada and northern California raised money for the Special Olympics and in turn plunged into the really frigid waters of Lake Tahoe.
That includes both Melissa and I. Fox 11's Emily Pasillo captured the day and our News 4 Fox 11 team as we dove headfirst into the fundraiser.
It is all over the country, but I think this is one of the best. This is my 8th year plunging here, and as you can see, it's just amazing, and it is such an important fundraiser for Special Olympics, and we're just so thrilled to have so much of the community here supporting us.
When the athletes see us jump in the water, I think it inspires them too to know that we care, but they truly inspire me, and that's why I do what I do.
We try to make sure that people come here and have fun before, and because this is a day of celebration. People have been raising money for months and months, and so this is the day to say we've done it, we've done a wonderful thing for a wonderful cause, and now we're going to jump in the water of Lake Tahoe.
I'm scared. Mama, I love you. If I don't make it out.
It's a little invigorating. It's a little crazy, but the energy that you feel from everyone else participating is really amazing.
How do you feel? You go in all the way, Emily? Yes, I did. Well done, well done. It was cold.
This is so inspirational to me to have the community supporting this to the degree that they are. It's just absolutely amazing. And I'm so, so thankful to everyone for being here.
Very happy. Happy inside.
It's obviously a good time and a cause we are very passionate about here at News 4 and Fox 11. And so far, the plunge has actually raised about $90,000 so far this year. That money, of course, going towards training and competition for about 17,000 Nevada Special Olympic athletes.
Yeah, and of course they wanted to get to about 140, so they still have donations open. If you see that video and you're like, you know what, I'd like to go ahead and donate, please do. Again, donations are still being accepted for a while ahead, so you've got some time to do that. And of course, there's always next year.
Yeah, join us next year.
Yeah.
It's so much fun. You get out and you can't breathe really. It's quite a shock,
way to
but
sell
it is a good
Ryan.
time. Yeah, you have a hard time living, but it's okay.
That's okay. We're going to send things over to Fox 11's Ben Deach with a look at sports. In for Bill. Hi, Ben.
Hi, Melissa. It has been 9 years since the Nevada Wolfpack basketball team last appeared in the NCAA tournament. And while making the CBI isn't exactly the top consolation prize, it still gives the team a rare opportunity to end the postseason on a winning note. History, however, has not been kind to the Pack in this tournament in 2008. They lost a heartbreaker here in Reno to Houston, followed the next year by a narrow road loss at UTEP. So after an exciting first-round win over Montana in this year's CBI, the Pack is getting set for a quarterfinal showdown at home against Eastern Washington tonight. The Eagles advanced by beating Pepperdine last Wednesday, 79-72, and will enter Lawler Event Center with an overall record of 18-15. Coach Eric Musselman says Eastern Washington could be the best offensive opponent the Pack will face all year. Here's Nevada guard DJ Fenner talking about the team's mindset going into tonight.
A win. Yeah, I think that's the biggest mindset right now. No, but just to go in there and just play hard. What we do, we want to continue to get better. Even though the season's coming to an end, we just want to keep getting better in every game we play, and hopefully it turns out for the best.
Both teams finished the year 10-8 in their respective conferences. Tip-off is set for 7 o'clock at Lawler Event Center. The game not going to be televised, but can be streamed online at NevadaWolfpack.tv. Nevada favored by 5. When it comes to the big dance, the Sweet 16 is now set. In the West, it's top-seeded Oregon taking on number 4 Duke, and number 2 Oklahoma taking on number 3 Texas A&M, who need a double OT to fend off Northern Iowa over the weekend. To the east, number 1 seed North Carolina is going to take on number 5 Indiana, while number 6 Notre Dame will take on number 7 Wisconsin. In the south, it's top-ranked Kansas pitted against Maryland, and number 2 Villanova battling number 3 Miami. Rounding out the bracket in the Midwest, it's number 1 Virginia against number 4 Iowa State, while it'll be a 10-11 matchup with Syracuse taking on Gonzaga for a trip to the Elite Eight. Well, the Reno Bighorns were looking to secure a spot in the playoffs against the Texas Legends last night in Reno. Lots of little lady Bighorn dancers showed up and performed in front of a pretty good-sized crowd at the Reno Event Center. Pick things up first quarter. Mark Tyndale swings it outside to Duhei Dukan for a cool 3 points. The 10-point lead for the Bighorns. Next comes, right after that, when Kadeem Jack has that one put back. Reno now up 12. On the other end, Eric Moreland on assignment from the Kings, showing how he can play some D, gets the block. Later, David Stockton serves up a 3 on the silver platter. Didn't stop there. Bighorns beat the Legends 126-113, become the first team in the Western Conference to secure a playoff spot. Turning to baseball, where the Wolfpack baseball team was looking for their first sweep of the season. Third and final game against St. John's at Coley Park. The Red Storm would strike first against Trenton Brooks, though. Jamie Galazan with a double to left field. 1 run would come in to score, but Brooks would avoid any further trouble. It would settle down in a perfect 1-2-3 second inning, which included back-to-back strikeouts. Still 1-0 St. John's into the third. 2 outs. TJ Friedel with a base hit to right field. Scored Justin Hazard, tie it up at 1. The Pack can't complete the sweep, though, a 10-3 loss in this game. Sam?
All right, Ben, thank you. Well, after the break, we're heading to the Nevada Humane Society to meet a 4-legged friend that's looking for a loving home. We'll be back.
morning, everyone. We are back here at the Nevada Humane Society with Kimberly Wade and Jax. Now, Jax is just a giant fur ball who is just so cute and so loving. Tell us about him.
You know, he's being a little curious right now. He wants to check everything out, but he is sweet as can be. He's only 10 months old. He's still got a little bit of that kitten personality, but he also is really content and happy and loves to be with people. And Fluffball he is. He could definitely use somebody who will take the time, brush him regularly, help him stay groomed. He's stunning, and his fur's like velvet, but he is going to have a little bit of maintenance keeping that coat all perfect.
Yeah, I was going to say his coat is amazing. It is so thick and so pretty.
It is, you know, and he's a stunning guy, and he's very young, so he's going to provide that kitten entertainment, but still know when it's time to calm down and relax and take a nap.
Yeah, it's amazing the kind of relationship that you can develop with animals. You know, some animals you get along with them, some animals you don't. That's why it's important to come down and make sure that Jax is the perfect fit to the whole family.
Absolutely, and we do stress that. We stress, especially if you've got kids in the home, bring them down, let them meet the animals too, and that way we know that Jax is not just a right fit for mom and dad, but for the whole family. He's pretty relaxed, pretty content here today too, so we're pretty sure he'd be a great match for anybody.
And what's great about the Nevada Humane Society is you guys have events to benefit the animals for the humans. Tell us about an event coming up.
We do. Heels and Hounds. It's our second annual champagne brunch and fashion show. Women love it, but yes, men do too. We've got shopping, all sorts of great things, a great program coming up in April. It's on Sunday, April 10th. It's at the Atlantis. Tickets are available now on our website, nevadahumanesociety.org. They start at $75 and they come right back and benefit the animals.
Fantastic. Champagne and fashion and animals. You just listed my favorite things. Kimberly, thank you so much. If people want to come down and meet Jax, where should they come and who should they talk to?
Jax is here in our Reno shelter. We're open 7 days a week for pet adoptions at 11 a.m. Come down, take a look around, talk to our great adoption counselors, and we will match you with an animal that very same day.
Perfect. And all you need to do is say you saw Jax here on Mornings on Fox 11.
All right, well, you'll never guess the singer who some say is a dead ringer for presidential candidate Ted Cruz. CNN's Jeannie Moos talked to Cruz's twin.
They don't have much in common, the lead singer for a heavy metal band and Ted Cruz. Or do they?
I don't really see the resemblance.
But the internet sure does, so Michael Sweet, frontman for the band Stryper, surrendered the popular demand and tweeted, "I guess my doppelganger is Ted Cruz? Guess I better cancel the Stryper tour so I can focus on my campaign." The photo Cruz resembles is of Michael back when he was 22. The two do share the same religion. Stryper is a Christian heavy metal band. Michael is now joking about his Cruz connection.
That I really am Ted Cruz, and I have very big hands.
Back in the 80s, people mistook him for Boy George, and now
Can you guys hear me?
I'm Billy Ray Cyrus. I get that all the time. Never Ted Cruz.
Good. Hear you too, Kate.
Tends to vote Republican, but is still undecided. This is not the first time that Cruz has been accused of
I don't
being
know
a
if he's looking at
twin.
the screen. Glenn's not here.
That Cruz is
I
actually
hear
the
part of
Zodiac
what you're
Killer,
saying
or even
because they overlap with the station.
Grandpa
So,
Monster.
Right.
Cruz admits
Yeah.
he
Well,
can't
can you read
sing,
the
but he
chat?
calls his wife and
Yeah.
Called to say I love you.
Michael suggests one of the band's classics could serve as the Cruz campaign song, rival Donald Trump in mind. But for the debatable doppelgangers, we suggest Jeannie Moos, CNN, New York.
Do you see it?
So in that one picture, I would say that they look like the one where
Yes.
he's 22 years old. But now when he was being interviewed, I don't think so.
Yeah, I mean it's a little worse. I think the Grandpa Munster one was actually the closest one. He looks very similar to that
man.
old TV character.
Who's your doppelganger? Do you know?
A lot of people take two things: Jason Segel from How I Met Your Mother,
Oh,
and
I can see
Chandler from Friends. And I've never watched Friends.
Yes.
But people all the time stop me both of those. So.
There you go.
There you go.
All right, listen things over to meteorologist Tim Studebaker with a look at your forecast. Hi, Tim.
All right, well, good morning to you. We have some gusty winds out there today, and that'll continue through the daytime hours into the night tonight as well, with Sierra showers for this afternoon, especially into the evening and overnight, increasing in coverage as we head through that second half of the day. 52 in town, 20-mile-per-hour winds out of the southeast, partly cloudy skies, and 43% humidity. Temperatures are now into the 30s, the 40s, and even the 50s. A mild start because of the winds and also the cloud cover that we had during that overnight period. Some clouds out there for western Nevada, and we had some shower activity up in the mountains during the overnight period. That has since kind of quieted down, but we have more on the way. It's out over the California coast. You'll see that here on Futurecast that eventually makes its way on in. For the second half of the day, the precip chances really start to increase, including snow in the mountains, higher elevations at first, and then eventually lowering as we head in toward tomorrow morning. Snow level starts around 7,500 feet, lowers down to about the valley floor by tomorrow morning. So we could even see a few snowflakes down on the valley floor for the morning commute, and remaining a little showery through the day on your Tuesday with much colder air in place too. Now as we head into Wednesday and beyond, things are going to be a lot quieter, but for now with this winter storm on the way, we do have some weather alerts. There's a winter weather advisory in the mountains at the higher elevations that is in place until tomorrow morning, and we also have everything else is wind related. Tahoe and Pyramid Lake wind advisories, Western Nevada, northeastern California under wind advisories for the day today, and also Mono County is under a wind advisory for the day today as well for those gusty winds. 7-day forecast, we've got that storm around for the day today into tomorrow. The best chances for spillover rain and eventually snow showers will be overnight tonight into tomorrow morning for the valleys. Better chances, of course, for the day today up at the mountain locations. The second half of the day is the better chance into the night tonight for those mountain locations. Everything is going to quiet down, but though by the time we get to about Wednesday and beyond, with partly cloudy to mostly sunny skies returning to the forecast and warmer temperatures back to the 60s by your Thursday. Over to you.
All right, Tim, thank you for that. Let's go ahead and take a look at what's trending this morning. Chicago White Sox first baseman Adam LaRoche is ending his career, and it has started quite a discussion about bringing your kids to work. Vice President Ken Williams says that his son, this is LaRoche's son, shouldn't be at the clubhouse 100% of the time. 14-year-old Drake LaRoche has traveled with his father for several years and would clean cleats, pick up baseballs, just odds and ends. Now LaRoche's retirement raises the question about how much is too much when it comes to bringing your kids to work, even if your workplace is a baseball stadium. Ask our Google Plusers, what do you think about it? Should there be a cap on this? By the way, he turned away or retired at the beginning of a $13 million contract. But then again, they're saying he brought his kid every single day. Starting off first with Kate. Kate, what do you think? Should there be a cap? Especially, what if your job is at a baseball field?
Well, again, you know me, it's a litigious society, so there's a lot of inherent dangers with a kid at a baseball field, just for practice and not for game. There's other insurance issues. You know me, though, also with the family thing. I think it's awesome. I think, if more people would live simply so they could spend more time at home with their kids, it would be fantastic. He thinks that it's okay for millionaires, but us average folk can't do it. I think it's great for him. He has the means to do so. He put family first. Awesome for him. It's just a game anyway. So I think it's a great thing.
$13 million bucks. So, and by the way, this is a 14-year-old. We're not talking about bringing your 3 or 4-year-old to your job. A 14-year-old who, he says, admittedly was helping out around. A little bit of free work here, Kempton, or no, there's a time and a place to have your kids there, and while you're working is not one of them. What do you think?
Well, baseball is a dream for so many kids in the country. I don't know how the team screw up here, like turning this so positive things into negative. Like, hey, let the kid be there, and the father's okay with it. I'm sure their tutors are teaching the kids. I don't think the kids are just working and no school and whatnot. The team should let him, and hooray for the father, giving up $13 million to, he wins any father out there. Give up the $13 million and just to, hey, do the right thing for the family by his son. What a great dad.
And he says this is all because family is first for him. Love to hear what you have to say. Go ahead and post your comments on our Facebook and our Google Plus page. All right, stay with us, everybody. We'll be right back.
Good topic. $13 million.
Hey. He had more, it wasn't like his own.
Yeah, obviously, he doesn't need that last $13 million to survive.
His brother was a big league player. His father was a famous pitcher who brought both his boys there. So he's just carrying on the tradition,